Hey, what's up everybody? Sean here from Sean's RC Adventures. Today we're going to do a quick how-to on making your Bronco have an opening hood. I did go ahead and I cut three sides of it already. So I cut down around here, I cut under here, and I cut up here. Now I'm just going to cut along here just to show you like how to get it out. And I'll show you why I want to do that in a moment. So let's go ahead, guys. Also, make sure whenever you're doing this, you always put a brand new blade on your X-Acto knife. Blades are really cheap, so they don't cost that much. I would do it after, like, when I done that cut and that cut, I did put a new blade on, because as you see, you only really use the tips of the blade and then in. So let's get started, guys. So to start with, guys, you don't want to go down through. You're just trying to score the body. I did go ahead and tape out where the good thing about the Bronco body is there's actually lines on the body that you can just follow and trace along the lines. I'll show you from underneath really quick. I'll do this and then I'll flip it over. So before I'll just show you really quick. This is the line I'm talking about. So you just follow that line. Before I cut these down the side, I actually had the same lines as well. And on the front, I had the same grooves. So you just follow them grooves to cut it out. And then, as I said, you just don't want to be going all the way through in one go. So you just want to score and score. I know this is probably boring for you just watching me cut. Oh, see, there's what you gotta be careful of, because I just made a little slip right there. And that's why you don't want to be going all the way through, because now it just made a little score right here. But we can hide that. So that's why you don't want to be going all the way through in one go, because if that had been all the way through right now, then it wouldn't be a slight little score. It would have been the whole thing just cut right through the Laxan right there. Now, I don't know if I've scored enough where I could probably actually snap it. You can see, as you can see, it's lifted up already because there's three sides done. That is one thing about this body. When I did get the body, the big bump at the start, so you see it just fell down there on me. because this body is very loose right here. This piece here is very flimsy, so like right here, it's very flimsy, and that does come down underneath the roll bar, but you just gotta push that back up on above the roll bar. I wonder if I put it enough, maybe not yet, so let's give it another couple of goes, and then I will put the knife in fully through here in a moment. So let me just see if I have enough to get this blade through. And this side is actually, this top piece is actually a lot tougher than the smaller, than the two sides in the front. Right here definitely got some rigidity to it. There we go. Just cutting along where we have scored in deep now, guys. So this is why I didn't want to show all 4 sides being done, because it is slow and tedious. Like if I were to show you all of these, you probably would have turned off in like 30 seconds. You'll probably turn off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But so just right here where the end of the stickers are, seems to be a little tough spot. You just connect the 2 of these together, this side and this side. There we go. That might help if I have this up or down a little. So this part is a little hard because this back piece is very springy. There we go. So it looks like it just needs a few more scores. it's this piece behind, guys. So the other on the sides, it's actually solid, and on the front it's solid, but just at that side part. So let me see if I just connect these two. So I bring this cut up. I wonder if I have enough to just, no, see, I don't want to break, because this back part, this part here, we actually need, so I want to make sure this part doesn't break whenever, so it looks like the scoring still needs a little more, because that piece you need, this is where your hinges are going to go, so you're going to screw 2 hinges on here and here, so you definitely don't want to lose that part. There we go. The scoring is deep enough there where it's coming apart now, nice and easy. There we go. I was actually able to just peel it apart now. There. Out she comes. So now, guys, this is your hood removed from your Bronco. And the reason I wanted to do this, I will have to figure out a way to hide the wires. So actually I'll give you this really awesome scaled out engine in here, everything. Then they give you this where you can't actually see anything. So that's why I want to cut this out. So I did, guys, let me move this truck out of the way again. I did pick up these small hinges. So these are small little hinges, $2.29 from the Home Depot. I know there's probably a hell of a lot more scale looking hinges out there that eventually I probably will pick up and put on this. So this is gonna go like so. Well, obviously it's gonna go back in on its spot. These hinges, if I can get them to open. So it'll be like that, so these open. So these hinges, I will just put 2 hinges right here. I'll put a hinge here. And we'll have another hinge here. I'll probably use the blue, I'll probably use the edge of the hood scoop to line up the hinges, because that way, so if I use, let me take off the green tape right now. I will give this just a quick sand along the edges, along here and here, but I will use this hood scoop, guys, to use that as a guide for the hinges, so that I know the 2 hinges will be in the same location. So I'll use my hinges like this and like this. That way, if I put both hinges on here, let me show you, I know both hinges are lined up. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll install the hinges, and then I'll be right back after this. So just give me a few minutes, I'll show you what I'm doing. So there we go, everybody. The hinges installed. I know they're not the most scale looking thing, but it's actually not so bad. I'm maybe doing my black Sharpie, but let's see how it will look now. So if this is in here, the body's on. These bodies are, they're not the easiest to put on. Like, you gotta make sure you put everything pushes in right. So there we go, guys. And then I just wanted to show you how to make your hood open on your XL SCX 10.3 Bronco. See, here you go. Open it up. Now you've got that really cool engine. I'll just have to paint up. I'll put a little firewall back in here. But there, now you can do some nice really detailing on the inside of this, because XL give you this really cool looking motor, but they never actually give you a way of getting to it. So I probably will put some little magnets in under here, just just to hold it open. And maybe I'll put one of these that I normally use for holding my lights. I'll put one of them inside here somewhere with something. Obviously I'll not use this, but that's too long. So let me see, something. I'll use something like this, a small little bar on the inside or something that'll give you the support to hold up the bonnet, or for the Americans, the hood. So then when you're sitting parked or anything, you can have it looking like this. So you can have it sitting open. Obviously this won't stay right because of the shape of it, but there you go, guys. That's how you can have your Bronco with an opening bonnet to look after the engine. I'm sure it's not just the Bronco you can do this in. I'm sure you can probably do it in the SX-10-3 Jeeps as well, because they do give you a nice, really scale motor, and then I don't know why they decided to hide it. So it beats the life out of me. I don't know, like even here they could have left a clear scoop or done something. We could see that motor down in behind it. And I guess that's it, everybody. Thanks for stopping by and taking the time to watch.